ash coating, footies, industrial grunge punk look. It's all messed up. I don't care. I like it. You know, I didn't have any paint or anything. I'm used to being snowed in, kind of. There's too much sand on the road. I did have my bike out a couple of times, though. Power supply, I just plugged it in. I always check all the connections before as I go along, and usually everything works. And it does, except it did, except the tuner. And that was because TC said greater than 100 milliamps. And they mean it doesn't really run on 100 milliamps. I was thinking, well, they must mean greater than or equal to 100 milliamps. I don't know. I think if they would have put 150 milliamps, that would have been better, because then I went, oh, well, then I can't put it on 100. No, anyways, look at this puppy. Hey, I finished. I had some other stuff to do today, but I finished the new cable for the tuner. And now that's firing up. And I'm sure all my signal cables are good because everything was tested there. It was just a discrepancy on the. I didn't understand the literature. You know, greater than 100 milliamps. I thought, well, I think they mean 100 milliamps are greater, because it's usually, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, all the sideways pedals, those are my always on. And I got my mop top Liverpool, my tuner, and my variable mid control. And I made see, the thing is, a board this small with a noise suppression system like this, you can't really get in and out very good with a compact board like this. Oh, I gotta show you my super tiny, world's smallest pedal power connectors. Like, I couldn't have even done it this tight without those. See the one right there? And there's another one over here. Anyways, what I do is I come in at the side. I clip off you clip off the little plastic thing that the center normally goes over. You clip that off. You clip off the ground thing kind of close, and you clip off the other one kind of close, and you hook the one and put a little paste flux on there. Come at it sideways. You know, come at it sideways. You get that thing under there, and you punch that down. And do that. I'm explaining this so I don't have to do a video on it. And then when you're done, you test it. You do your standard 3 continuity test, and then you just mix up a couple of dabs of JB Weld, mix them up, and it's a little bit of babysitting, and you gotta wait for it to set up nice so you can work with it, which is, waiting, and then sticky finger, and waiting. Eventually you get good at it, and you just JB Weld them. So anyways, there, I don't have to do a video on that. And then I got my battery box ins and outs. Okay, I use this battery box for the output that's going to my amplifier, and I use this battery box for the input for my guitar. And then I come out the bottom of the pedal and to the input here. I do have one spot for a zip tie here, right there. I gotta sneak that zip tie in there. I haven't got it in yet, but that goes down in there. I gotta move some stuff over and do that yet. But anyways, and then that way, everything else is in the loop, right? Like you would think. But the output goes over to here, and the input comes from over here. And I don't have to worry about my cable getting stuck in this thing like this and all that stuff. But it's pretty compact little dry board. It's my dry board. I'm not really into effects, but I might try this wet dry wet setup. But I'm gonna make a separate wet board for it, because see, this way I got my dry board, right? If I gotta do Like if somebody, I don't like playing for free. I'm not gonna freaking go out of my way. But if people twist my arm and make me go to an open jam, I can just plug in right there, and then I can just take this, and I don't have to freaking think around with stuff. I stopped when somebody said that they do. It's pay to play now. And I was like, what? It's just like, no, no, I am not doing that. I can stay home and play guitar and save money at the same time. So, anyways, it turned out pretty good, and I like the idea of just doing a dry board, and then if I then I can just take my dry board and my dry amp, or I can go into my wet dry wet and bring 2 little practice amps and set those up along with my dry amp if I really want to make a freaking ba-boom and a splash like that. But it depends on stuff. But I like the rig. All the knobs are just where they were. I haven't even plugged into it yet, but I know it'll work. This is gonna be just the fuzz is just gonna touch off in the transients. It's mostly I'm running Octavia and on that, and then I got the noise suppression system, of course, and tuner and the variable mids, and because I don't have that on my guitar, it's just something good to have. And then too, this one kicks over into a volume pedal. I don't know how that LED thing works, but I think it depends on where you have the switch yet. I'm gonna be tweaking this thing in, so it's gonna take a while. And then I got my okay. So let's see here. It comes in tuner, and then it goes through this, and then it goes bit crush, compressor, clon type, and then Octavia with that little transient grab there, and then comes in here, and I got this boost. This is pretty neat. It's got a lot of tone function on it. It's all tone and wave shaping. That's all I want on this board. I'm just gonna make another one. And it's just probably gonna have like 2 or 3 pedals on it, maybe even just one. It'll just be one pedal, and then I got some extra outputs here. I did it so I have extra outputs in case I need them. If I want to throw a pedal on the side or what. You never know sometimes, but anyways, I'm probably I do it like this so that I don't buy any more pedals, because I really struggled to put this together. And I figure if I do it like this, there's no room on my board. There's no room on my board. I'm not going to buy any more pedals. Yeah. And this is what I was going for. So I'm happy with it. And I have had well, I didn't have this one plugged in. I just got it and I stuck it in there. But I had this and this and this, and I just figured that I tested this stuff individually, but I had these 3 together, and I was oh yeah. Okay, so I'm okay with this, and the bit crush, I know I'm gonna like that. It's just a little bit of seasoning here and there. It's just gonna be whatever. But this is really nice having that balanced out, and I can run either, because this goes back to my noise suppressor, and then out here. And I can just pull right off of this, and it still is grabbing the noise out of it. Right? I think that'll work. I'll see. I'll plug it in, fire it up. It's probably a long video.